Yo, what's up, boys? It's Nance here. We're back with another video, and today I want to cover solo battles and show you guys the best plays that you can use to try to maximize your solo battle scores and basically easily win every single time on the highest difficulty. So in this video, I'm just going to show you guys the best plays that I run. I'm not going to break down solo battles completely yet because I feel like I don't know all of the information yet. As you can see here, I am locked out of solo battles. I made the mistake. It is all my fault. I was stupid and I was on the next gen solo battles and I accidentally clicked into the Xbox One game and I clicked into solo battles and it locked me out. Obviously, if you switch from console to console, you can't do that and it will lock you out for the entire week. So unfortunately, I was not able to experiment with solo battles this week, but I will next week, and I plan on making a video as far as thresholds to score higher points and stuff like that. And I'm pretty much going to put an entire game on my channel so I can show you guys what I do and what my thought process throughout the game is. So look out for that and be sure to subscribe to the channel and look out for that video next week if you're trying to do very, very well in solo battles. But a couple things that I'm concerned about here in solo battles is you see, the rank systems in the top 100, but there's been a lot of rumors saying that top 100 is gone. So I'm not sure what's going on. We'll obviously probably find out what's going on Monday as far as rewards and stuff like that. But right now, it seems like solo battles is really, really good for grinding out this field pass. Now, the good thing about solo battles is that basically everything you're doing will grind every single one of these field passes. So to me, I feel like solo battles is the #1 way to max these bad boys out. But more importantly, you are grinding out the competitive field pass, which is huge. A lot of good rewards in here. I covered this in my last video, but there's so many good things that you guys need. Money spent and no money spent. So definitely worth it to put the time in at solo battles. It's going to be a lot of time given, but it's definitely worth it for sure. But before I get into these plays, I wanted to show you guys this graphic right here. The first time they have ever done this, they've basically broken down the scoring system and how it works for solo battles. So I want you guys to take a screenshot of this so you kind of know your thresholds and how you can do it. Now, obviously, we're not going to get 400 yards. We're not going to get 400 yards rushing and 400 yards passing at once. You might, but you probably won't. But I need to set thresholds for each one of these stats and test it out for the week and see what scores higher and which stats are easier to get. But the fact that they leaked this out and gave us this information is huge. So be sure to screenshot this or go ahead and find it on Twitter. It's on Twitter's Mutt Leaks page. You'll find it there. Okay, so first thing I want to cover for solo battles, old gen. Make sure you're playing your solo battles in old gen. You can play it in next gen, but I don't really have a really good method to score really high scores on there. I know how to just win the game easily on the highest difficulty. So if you want to do that, it's pretty easy. You can do that. The offense that I use here does work for next gen, but the defense does not. Next gen defense in solo battles, I'll be honest with you, is really, really tough. So I'm kind of staying away from that. So unfortunately, if you don't have the old gen version, unfortunately, this method will not work for you. But most people do have the old gen version. So just wanted to put that out there. The method that I'm putting out there is for old gen. Okay, so first things first, playbook. Offensive, you want to make sure that you use this AFC Madden Legacy playbook. I can't talk today. It is the alternate offense Madden AFC. So that is level 8 in your season 1 field pass. So you want to make sure you're using this offensive playbook. Defense does not matter because the defense that we're using is through special teams. So I'm actually going to go ahead and hop into practice mode to kind of show you guys. I didn't want to do this in a solo challenge because it was probably too fast. And you don't play against all Madden difficulty in solo challenge. You play against all Madden when you play on the legend difficulty in solo battles. So that's what we're going to go for. So I'm going to show you the pass offense that I use and the run offense that I use. Then we'll get into the defense right after that. Pretty simple. It's only 2 plays. So I'm going to go ahead and try to find that. All right, so the play is in strong I formation. You're going to make sure you go to twins over. This is for the pass play, all right? So the pass play is PA vertical shot. You want to make sure you have a good receiver for this with some kind of ability, maybe for, I think Mid and elite is a good ability for this, but you don't really need to have it. Just make sure you have a pretty good receiver. That 86 overall Jamar Chase that you get, that's a good one. Somebody that's preferably fast. But anyways, PA vertical shot. This is what the standard play art looks like. All you're going to want to do is put A on a slant. That's all you have to do. Call the play, wait for him to make his space, and boom, he is wide open. Now, most of the time, he is more open than that, and you might have a touchdown down the field. But also, we know that solo battles, time management is very, very important. So this is also a really good play to get out of bounds. I could probably get a touchdown right there, but we want to get out of bounds in solo battles and try to control that clock as much as possible. So again, I'm going to keep running this. Remember, this is on all Madden, so have to keep in mind that this is probably not going to be open every single time. That was open, but that was just a bad pass by Josh Allen. So you got to recognize defenses and see which ones are going to be there and which ones aren't going to be there. There's a couple defenses that do stop this pass, and this is not one of them. He should be open. All we got to do is that slant. Boom. That was a bad pass. Almost threw an interception. You have to be smart. You got to make sure that it is there. So got two guys there on the left. Be there. Boom. Wide open. Look how much space you have on the field. It's a touchdown. Easy as that. All right, boys. So now we're going to cover the run play. So I usually suggest to run this play when you're on a hash. So usually when you're in the middle, this play does not work very well. So you want to try to make sure you're on a hash, right? If we're on the left hash, we're going to run the ball to the right. If we're on the right hash, we're going to run the ball to the left. So pretty self-explanatory. So we're going to start on the left side and run this play. Okay, so the play is strong I twins over. Same formation that we did for the pass. It's going to be a different play. We're going to come out in a pass play. I know this sounds weird, but I'm going to explain to you how it works. So ultimately, the play that we're going to be running is power O that you see there in the middle. But we're going to come out in PA power O. I'm not sure why it works like this, but when I just run the power O play in stock, the CPU stuffs it. I can't run this play. But if I audible to it, it's more open. I'm not sure why. It's really weird, but just listen to me. This is how it's going to work. So if we want to run the ball to the right, we want to make sure that this pass play art is on the left side, right? So if we want to run it to the left, we want to make sure that pass play art is on the right side. So we're going right. We want the pass play art to be on the left. So we'll come out in PA power O. We'll go random play here. And so here's what we're going to do. First thing, we're going to come out and we're going to audible to power O, where triangle, X, Y, whatever console you're on. Then the next thing you're going to do is go ahead and flip your play to the right. Don't do it by audibling and then hitting flip play. Do it by just flicking the stick to the right or whatever side you're running. So I flick my stick. Now my run's going to the right side. So now we want to go ahead and motion our fullback over to the right and then snap the ball before he sets his feet. That is very, very important. You want to make sure that you do it in that order, because if you motion over the fullback first, you cannot flip your play to the other direction. I'm not sure why, but that's how it is. So we'll go ahead and run it. Motion over the fullback. Don't let him set his feet. And boom, it's usually one guy we have to beat off to the races. Now, you're not going to get a touchdown on this every single time. I probably could have if our running back wasn't Devin Singletary right there. Obviously, in MUT, we're going to have better players and stuff like that, but this play works really good. Okay, so now we're going to go on the defensive side of things. Again, this defensive method will only work on old gen versions. Now, the offense that I showed you, that does work on next gen, but the defense does not. So here's what we're going to come out in, right? We're going to come out in punt block 44 even. And then we're going to choose the play squeeze block. Now, this will only work in the first quarter, beginning of second quarter. After 2-minute warning of the second quarter, it will not work anymore. Third quarter, it works. And pretty much the entire fourth quarter, this play does not work. So keep in mind, might work sometimes, but it seems, I don't know what happens, but it triggers the CPU and they adjust to it differently during those times. So this play, you can get easy interceptions. You can get pick sixes, a lot of points, a lot of opportunities to get those points up in solo battles. But the thing that I want to make sure I do here is go into our subs and make sure that our guy here on the far right side is our best corner. So as you can see here, we got Kyer Elam. That is a good mutt corner to have right now, but he's not the best corner on the Bills. We're going with Tre'Davious White. So make sure on that right hand side, that's your best corner. That's who you're going to be using. We're in an actual game here. We're going to show you the pass defense here real quick. So we're going to go to our special teams and choose punt block 44 even, squeeze block. All right, so watch carefully. What we do here is immediately when we come up to the line, we're going to hit X or square to get the audible ready, but don't make the audible yet. So we got it ready, and we're going to hit right on the D-pad and make it punt safe man. All right, so we're going to wait for them to call their audible. They're going to call that audible every single time. Then we're going to bring our corner in, and then he'll throw an easy pick pretty much every single time. I'm going to do that again just to walk you guys through everything that I just did. I know that was really fast. And it's going to take practice to do this as well. This is not a very, very easy thing to do. So I just want to reiterate that. I'm going to kick a quick field goal here, and then we'll get back on defense. All right, same thing. Go to special teams, punt block 44 even, go to squeeze block. Get our audible ready for punt safe man. Wait for them to call their audible. Once they do so, we're good to go. Corner is going to be our user. Come in just a little bit to make him look open. Not easy pick. Awesome. So next, I'm going to show you guys how to get an easy sack. This play is really, really good for sacks. Sacks obviously get you more points in solo battles, so I want you guys to see this one. Also, before I get into this play, for the interception play, it's nice to have a corner that's taller. Also, a corner that has acrobat and stuff like that. That is very beneficial to you. So for the sack play, it is out of the same formation, punt block 44 even. But we're going to pick this play 8 up safe man. It is at the bottom. You probably can't see it because it's behind me, but it's at the bottom. 8 up safe man. And we're going to use the return man back here. We're going to bring him down all the way. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to time it up, wait for his team to get set, and we're going to run in there and get the sack. Now you can click off there and let the CPU make the sack. I normally don't, because for whatever reason when you click off they slow down a little bit, but very easy way to get sacks. But again, it's another defense that you're gonna have to practice a lot to get the hang of it. Not gonna get it right off the rip, but we're gonna go ahead and run it again. 8 up safe man. And I'm gonna change my return man here to a defensive player. The reason why I do that, because if you have a running back or a receiver back there, they will miss that tackle on the quarterback, and that will not be good. We're going to try to time it up, wait for that last guy to set, and then we're going to run in there right as he's getting set. Easy sack every single time. I'll show you guys this real quick. You want to keep this guy active back there. Make sure that he's moving around, because this is what happens if you just let him stand. He just freezes, just like that. You want to make sure you're spinning your stick around just a little bit. Keep him active. That way you won't get froze up at the line. And usually my timing mechanism in this scenario is after they make the audible, I wait for that last receiver to set his feet. Usually about 1 to 2 seconds after that, the quarterback is going to hike the ball. You can time it up that way. That's it for this video. I hope those plays help you guys out in solo battles. Again, old gen is the way to go for solo battles. It's much easier on you. I'm going to try to find other ways for next gen. The defense is the problem there. So we'll try to figure something out as the year goes on. But again, I'm going to remind you guys, the full solo battles guide will be coming out next week. I'm going to show you an entire game, and I'm going to show you my thought process throughout the entire game. So yes, that will be very beneficial to you guys. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video. I appreciate you guys. I'm out of here. Peace.